Got Prelude Corpse, huh?
Yep, so welcome back everyone. So this is a video that we played between number 1 on BGA and number 2 on BGA. It's a Prelude game, so no ELO for this one. But it was an interesting game, and so let's take a look at it. I got Anthracite with me here. He saw the game and said he would like to comment on it, and I said I'd love to hear your commentary because there were some tough decisions, and I'm not sure I made the right calls. So it'll be good to get another expert opinion.
Yeah, so this is my first time seeing it, so I am reacting live. Um, always love to see Earthcat in your opener.
Yeah, and honestly, 4 fantastic preludes as well.
Yep. 4 great preludes. Not a lot of obvious direction is the only negative. There's synergy, just kind of some good cards. I think you could go a lot of different ways here.
You can. The way I think about it is I have a pretty obvious synergy between Satellites, Miranda, Earthcat, Valley Trust, and Acquired Space Agency here.
Yeah, Satellites works a little better with Helion, obviously.
Yeah.
And you only have one Earth tag, so Miranda's not amazing. Um,
Well, if I
I
go Valley
like,
Trust, it's 2, though.
right, yeah. Yeah, so I think, I don't think Metal Ridge Asteroid's doing enough here, so I think I would probably go Great Aquifer and ASA. I'd probably take the space tags, Earthcat, Peroxide, Birds, Mangrove, and Marineris. And
Yeah,
I
I
think I
agree, but unlike
slightly.
Marineris, I was iffy on because I already am doing Great Aquifer and its preludes. I wasn't confident it would come online in a reasonable manner, and cash is already a little tight with Valley Trust trying to get Earthcat down quickly.
Yeah, but there's enough things and preludes that could help us either get it on early or give us more cash. Um, so I think I would take it. Usually, it's a card that gets played a little bit less in base than in preludes. But since we're preludes here, I like it in my opening hand, especially with Earthcat.
Yeah, I definitely thought about it. I took these 5, and then I said, actually, let's go back. And then I took these 6. I took Satellites. I did skip Lake. I'm not convinced it's correct. I could have maybe skipped Birds for Lake or just added Lake onto it, but it's what I
You would
did.
add it on with Earthcat. I think Helion's not bad here too. By the way, you can develop Peroxide Gen 1.
Yeah,
And then
it's not bad. I agree. I
I
just
think
felt
with
like
Helion,
the prelude
maybe
did more.
Helion you go Metal Rich instead. Um, Play Earthcat Peroxide Gen 1. See what we draw on ASA.
So Tej here has Inventrix as their corporation, so not the strongest, but it can work. They do Metals Company and Supplier, so generic prod and some power. I do Great Aquifer. This is one of the complaints I have about BGA. I'm not able to see what my cards are drawn before I place my second Ocean. I just go generically Titanium because I already have targets I want for it. But I get
I
Arctic
think
Algae.
I'd probably
Oh,
go
always.
Steel because I want to play Peroxide soon. I can already pay for the Miranda with Titanium from ASA, but let's see what we find.
The Arctic Algae is sad to get from Great Aquifer. Game's always mocking you. Space Station's pretty meh, not the best hit. Research Outpost gone. Soletta. Okay, so here's where the Helion would have been nice. And here I have
Yeah.
a decision that I'm not quite able to decide on. Should I go for the Soletta or should I not? Because I have Earthcat and discounts going on, but at the same time, I think Soletta just gives us a lot of heat control, and that's valuable in two-player game.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah, I think I should have. I'd first decide what am I going to get from my preludes here. Kind of some
It's a
stinkers.
wild tag.
Wild tag
It's
works
good.
with Miranda and Satellite, so you take that. And then you draw Moss, Fueled, and Power Infrastructure, so not the greatest.
think moss increases my confidence. I would go Soletta here.
Yeah, I think in retrospect I really should have, but I decided to pass and see what comes. Adventrix plays Domed Crater for 4 plants, and then plays Nitro Moss, which is quite nice, using Adventrix ability to
Yeah, it's a
get 2
nice
heat
card.
prod. Which
Especially
also
at the
kind of
scale.
scares me, because getting the heat prod into plant prod can always be a little dicey, but I have moss and arctic algae, so I think it's still fine to
Yeah,
play Soletta here.
you have good follow up, and you're gonna be rich with Earth Cat, and we can still get the space down here. I think it's a good mid range.
Yep, I think I should have in retrospect. Um, this pack, I leaned towards Convoy just because of the Arctic Algae synergy. Didn't want him to put down an ocean and get progress towards algae or
I
take
think
away 2 of my plants from it.
it's definitely ocean for me. The ocean does a lot here. Moss is online, Arctic algae. I would
Yep,
probably develop it quickly.
yep. And then these cards are kind of junk. I think Lava Tube is better than Corporate, but not by much, honestly. But with Pavana still open, getting access to the side of the board
Yeah,
with Lava Tube, I think I take that.
yeah, both that shit. So,
He takes
Lunar
T-Chi,
Beam.
so Lunar Beam with Soletas and Miranda for that resort. For that fact, I think you take that, and then
Just the ocean for me. And then I'd go Earth Cat, Arctic, Space Station, Ocean convert or Ocean Moth.
interesting. So you would abandon the Soleta since we didn't play it Gen 1?
Yeah, I think without Soletta Gen 1, there's nothing here convinced me to do it Gen 2 that I would have done it Gen 1, but not anymore.
Interesting. So here I look at it and I decide I think I do need the Soleta because I don't think that the draft revealed enough to help me win the game without getting some heat prod here. I just got
Mm.
nothing to do right now except for heat prod or go for some plants, but the plants could get blown up. I don't have a safe conversion for it. So
But I
I
think with
decided,
Moss, I get it down. I like Earth Cat, Space Station, Arctic, and then Convoy into Moss.
yeah, I do think it's reasonable, but I just decided to
And I
go
would
for
have,
the Soleta
I would
here.
have, I would have skipped Lunar Beam too.
Yeah, but if I'm playing Soleta, I think Lunar Beam's natural follow-up because it gets me 9 heat prod to just have a nice 2 conversions next generation. Or
Yeah,
2 generations.
yeah. I'm not as big of a fan of this. I think it gives our opponent a lot of breathing room.
Yeah, I think I really should have played it Gen 1, but is what it is. He does Business Network, which is a little scary to have card draw. Means that I'm on a bit of a clock, but it's not that good with the -1 early on, and mine is fine development.
Yeah, big asteroid.
Yeah, I'd love to have the space tags for satellites and science, but gotta take big. And then I love Indentured here, helps us play
Yeah,
everything.
great.
And then take the space science tag. It's gonna be free and prod for satellites and the victory point. I think it's worth it.
Can we take the first three and hit him?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
But he does Ice Asteroid since he's first player. So rip my Arctic Algae value. That's where your line of playing it last gen would have been very good. And he just gets a nice conversion there next to his city. So
Yeah.
notice I could have claimed Planner there, but it's suicide to claim Planner in this position with this development. So I just
Yep.
do Indentured into Lunar Beam.
Yeah, here I just think we're being too slow. Like, I think we need to get our scoring cards out. I think we need to get Arctic online, Moss online.
Yeah, I do like getting them down, but I can also start getting some of the production online as well, which feels okay to me in Gen 3.
Yeah, but Moss's production too. So it's Arctic if oceans keep getting played.
True. So he plays Ecozone, which I absolutely hate to see. It's nice for cash back for him, 2 plants. And I decide I'm going to sell a card so that I can play the space station into the Miranda Resort. Miranda's 4 prod. I think it's worthwhile. He plays Invention Contest, which presumably he finds a good card. I'm not sure what he finds. But Miranda for 4 prod is pretty good. And we can open up Next Generation with Big Asteroid if we don't keep any cards. He will have 7 plants. So I think it's a pretty obvious protected valley here.
Yeah, for sure.
He's going to get 2 plants, which lets him get a double conversion, which gets him Gardener, which lets him spend his steel. Just many reasons we don't want him to have Valley. And then this is annoying because I think Space Elevator is quite good for him, but energy tapping is very annoying for us here.
I think I would take Space Elevator.
Yeah, I'd take Space Elevator. I think I don't want to give him that kind of production and scoring. The minus energy isn't as big of a deal when I already have Fueled in hand and no source of the power requirement.
Yeah. And then I would buy none of this and hit him with the gas train.
Yeah. So house printing, just limit his builder value and just skip it all. Because like you say, just big asteroid him. So that's what I do. I big asteroid him, blow up his plants, and then take my heat to get the heat production. He draws his card, likes it, and plays the energy tapping. Pretty annoying. But now I can play the probe for free, and then play the satellites with the titanium. So it's a nice 6 prod satellites, so I've done pretty well on my production here, but to your point, I have also delayed the Arctic algae and the moss here, which is unfortunate. And I've also kind of gone away from the planner line, but I think that was required. I don't think planner was ever feasible at that position. And he passes with 23 cash. A little ominous. I go ahead and take the heat. Just need to get the TR while I can. It's really unfortunate to have both Comet and Optimal in the same pack. I lean Comet because I don't want my plants blown up. I don't want to lose Arctic algae value, and I want to hit his plants, and I want to get the heat bonus on the track here.
Yeah, I think also, I mean, we did play Big Asteroid. We already have Convoy. And he has 9 cards. Close, but I think Comet delivers more value.
Yeah, I agree. I think you definitely are supposed to take business contacts from this guy.
Yep, agreed.
Honestly, is this AMC bait? I think it could be AMC bait in Gen 5 of Preludes.
I wouldn't play it anyway, so I would take Lightning Harvest. Probably.
Yeah, I could see Lightning Harvest. I think I skipped Titanium Mine. I think this is AMC bait.
Yeah, I agree. I think we open with Arctic.
He plays the Fuel Factory, so he kept that card. And he drew a card, and he liked the card. So yeah, I do really Arctic Algae, and I play Moss. Just go ahead and get the conversion. He plays Optimal and Giant Ice Asteroid. Well, rip the Arctic Algae plants. Also rip my heat prod there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Painful.
Yeah, very painful. So situations like these, I'm always a little, I don't know,
I think it would hit him
dubious that I played the Soletta, because now I'm accelerating in a game where he's just played the best TR event in the game and has one of the best scoring cards in the game, and it's looking rough at this position.
But this is where I think if you changed up the order and went my way, you'd be in a better position. Because I think you'd have Sludge Gen 1, you can skip Lunar Beam Gen 2, and then you get Arctic into the Plant Prod Gen 2. So you
Plays
don't lose
Ice
that.
Asteroid, I get the conversion.
Yeah, exactly. And you're just moving a lot faster.
Yep.
So I like it a lot more.
He's got 8 plants. I can afford Comet. I think I should play the Comet now.
Yeah, for sure.
And just keep taking the TR. I am still on track to beat him towards Terraformer, assuming he doesn't have another crazy space event like Deimos. And he passes, I pass. Definitely think I have to take insects here. None of these other cards really matter enough. Though Immigrant is kind of annoying to give him.
Yeah, it's very painful actually. It's a very good card for him.
Yep. But Industrial Center helps the pain a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. You should probably go Immigrant and just take the 10 cash south with Passing Center.
Yeah, that would be quite strong. I guess it's Carbonate. I mean, I don't know. Neither of these cards are really that good. ECF has some possibilities of making my life worse, but also it's rapidly approaching. I think I would do Carbonate, but it's kind of whatever to me.
I mean, this is irrelevant. Carbonate, it's fine. Insects in center.
2. So I play Convoy to get the Arctic Algae plants, and then draw Gene Repair, and then I'm going to just slap down the Industrial Center there for 6 cash, block him off there.
Shouldn't we have converted first?
Shouldn't I have converted first? I could have, but
I think I would go Arctic into convert in a 6-pocket south and then center up by a city.
I figured he would take that then, right? He would do like SP Greenery convert and just take the money up there.
I don't expect him to do SP Greenery convert because he passed him Immigrant. I think he's going to put the city down to convert. So I think I would go Convoy into convert in the bottom 6-pocket. Worst case scenario, he SPs and converts, but then you still get center on the steel, which isn't horrible. But I think we'll still get the city on 2 plants, or the center on 2 plants.
Yeah, that's true. I also figured I didn't think he had much odds of any other plant heat. Most of it's already been played.
This isn't so bad because you get trapped by a city, which is...
Yep, well he does have the asteroid, so yep, definitely would have been better to convert. But this now lets me go ahead and just take the 4 cash, 2 plants, and then convert again, which I think is fine to deny him the value from that location. Pressure Gardener now.
Yeah, now we're locked, so we can hopefully still get that southern pocket, although I expect him to take it with Immigrant.
Yep, but this was also part of my plan, was to, with the placement here, get locked in and get free placement other places. But I do like your suggestion of just convert here and then assume he won't be able to take it efficiently on the 6 pocket and just Industrial Center. But I don't know. I still get the feeling he would have done SP Greenery convert in that position.
I think it's possible he does that. I don't think he will because I just think Immigrant's a better conversion for him. But even if he does, I'm happy putting center on steel and forecast. So I think I enjoy the flexibility of taking the pocket immediately.
He does Viral Enhancers. That's very sad to see. Gets another 4 cash rebate. I get Kelp Farming. Happy to see that. And then Joes are kind of whatever. Subres is also kind of whatever, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think we take Subres and Kelp.
Yeah.
And they sell 2 to play Kelp.
Yeah, I think selling 2 for Kelp makes a lot of sense here.
Probably Gene and the power infrastructure.
Yep, I just sell 1, keeps me flexible, so I can. I'm not selling 2 and then getting saboed and then not able to do the plan. He sure has popped off on this import with import advanced GHG. He's played 1, 2, 3 as soon as I passed him. Optimal. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, that was a risk.
And then Decomposers comes down, so I did pass him Extreme Cold
Yep,
Fungus and Ants. I don't think
he's
he's
good.
gonna be relevant for that, but something to
Full
keep in
bio
mind.
package, though. We definitely feel pretty far behind right now.
Yeah, very far behind. I go ahead and sell the Ocean. I think that's a mistake. I think I should have sold Gene Repair before the Ocean, but
Yeah, I agree.
Kelp Down is very nice. Plays grass with the full bio package, as you said. And now he's set to just convert and claim to open. And Rover Construction comes down as well. I am looking pretty good to get Terraformer at least. So it looks like it's going to be split for Gardener for him, Terraformer for me, and nothing clear on the other three.
Yeah, I think we still have plenty of outs here, unfortunately.
So I take Power Supply Consortium. I don't think the other cards matter. I do have the 2 power tags with the wild tag, as does he. Okay.
Taking port.
Points or annoying heat with optimal. I'm not sure which is more correct. I think points to him is pretty annoying, to be quite honest.
Well, I think import is 2 points for him too, probably. So it takes one of your heat bumps away. So I'd rather pass him Radchem, which is more expensive and takes a power.
Yeah, I take Radkim. I think I'd prefer the 2 points I could see than the theoretical 2 points from the heat, but certainly reasonable.
Probably buy Radchem.
Yeah, I definitely think you buy Radkim with a relatively empty hand here. And I take the power supply as well, just decent. He does the predictable convert and claim.
I think the Southern City I like. No.
Yeah,
Oh,
now
I
I can
guess.
just grab 6 cash back with my conversion.
Yeah.
And I can power supply. Wait, I played fuel generators? Why? Did I forget that I had 2 power tags? Yeah, that's a clear mistake. You should definitely just power supply consortium and convert for 6 cash back. But he
Yeah.
draws a card, doesn't like it, plays NRA. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah. We still have a fighting chance here, though.
So I get 6 cash back, what I should have done to begin with, and take the heat. He
Got a fun
defunds.
Terraformer
Push
here.
forward. Yeah, I have to fund Terraformer. Um, I could go for the ocean bonus as well if I raise the heat. I can take Terraformer. I could maybe even set it up that I try and get the O2 bonus and the temperature bonus at the same time here with my 41 cash.
Let's see. Um, yeah, I mean, so if you SP a greenery and take a heat, then you get both, right? So that feels like the right line.
Yeah, I agree.
And then you probably pay insects too.
Yep, insects are 4 prod. Wild tag has done a lot of work. Can SP the heat next gen, SP the greenery. Nice to get 10 cash back from those 2 greeneries. These cards don't really matter. I did
Take the
pass the
first one.
TG, but I think Lycan is
I like Meg down here. We have 3 power.
interesting. I mean, it is okay, but I feel like the power could be used on better things than Magfield. I think Lycan with
Could
the bio
be.
package is a little more annoying.
Yeah. I mean, Lycan's better for him, but I think Bagfield's better for you.
Insulation is interesting. It's kind of guarantees a banker fund, but also means I'm going to lose a Thermalist fund, but at the same time, he already has Thermalist, basically. I have to keep using my heat here.
I think I would take insulation and buy it.
Yeah, definitely think insulation's correct. Water splitting's kind of funny, but take the IO, I guess, just because the possible TG threat. I don't know. I don't think either one matters much.
Yeah, I don't think water splitting pays off enough here. I would take just insulation.
Yeah, I like insulation here as well. And I do keep it good. My past self's instincts weren't terrible. So yeah, obvious conversion here to get the bonuses, raise the heat. I take the steel just because I have
Yep,
Radkim that I can play with the steel.
makes sense.
He funds miner, which makes a lot of sense. He gets a conversion as well.
So we're given a second position. I'm wondering if we can get mayor here in a reasonable way.
Yeah, that was certainly on my mind as well, but we're going into second position, like you said. So if I were to SP the cities, then he could just SP a city, and then he opens with another city and claims if he wants it. Or with all that steel, he can just get 4 building tags and claim, and then I'm not happy with my position. Which was another
Yeah,
reason why I think Radkim was a little scary to give him, because it gave him lines towards builder.
I like SF. I think I would SP one city here. I don't think you ever regret it, and it pressures him on mayor.
Yeah, but he also, well, I mean, I took the power from him, but he also has Immigrant City for a cheap city as well.
Yeah, but without the power, it's kind of tough. I'm shocked he hasn't played Immigrant yet, to be honest.
I decided to fund Banker in response to him doing the miner, because Landlord and Scientist are looking a little scary as his Thermalist. I'm not sure it's right to do it right now, but I think it still makes enough sense with insulation in my back pocket.
Yeah,
I
probably
think I would play
fine.
the Radkim just for some points and a little bit of production, though I do see the value of SF Memorial as well, just to try and find better cards.
And you can SP a city on 2 plants here and convert. So, like,
True.
I
Yeah,
don't
so
know. I really like.
he has the power from the solar wind power. So I
Yeah,
imagine Immigrant City's coming soon. So I do like getting a city down while you can here.
yeah.
And I do that. Oh man. Smart for once. Convert there. I am kind of playing it poorly around Knock the City, but I kind of feel like in this position I have to be a little greedy. I think he's in a better position than I am, though I am leading into points right now. So I don't know if it's correct to just say if you have it, you have it, but it's what I decided to do here. He has Mineral Deposit, and he plays Open City, so now he basically has Immigrant City, or SP City, and it's pretty much his. So I decided to just pass. I don't feel like there's much to do at this point. He does the GHG, and then that's 4 heats for him. And algae as well, so he has some plant prod. The bio package is happening. Takes them all, pretty nice, though it does get rid of his insulation, his thermalist fund at least. But then advanced ecosystems for 5 victory points. You hate to see it. Also 3 plants, because he has viral enhancers. Gets a conversion right there. And suddenly he is beating me by 3 points, so I'm a bit of a bad situation here.
You now have thermalists, so
Yeah, but also have to be careful because I was wanting to do insulation for banker protection, but too much and I risk
I think with
thermalist.
18 banked up, though, he's never catching you.
Yeah,
Take adaptation tech here.
yeah, it's a point. So you take adaptation tech. AI Central. Um, I think shuttles might honestly be better, but AI Central is a little scary to give this guy, even though he doesn't have the power. With 3 cards, I feel like I'm still supposed to take AI, but I don't know. It's not really
Yeah.
very good for him. You could honestly argue
So
solar power just to prevent like builder.
let's look at the situation here real quick. So he's up 3 points. Miners, pretty solid for him. He's going to get mayor here.
Yeah, the
We have a city convert.
My
We
rationale
can't let
here
him end. Yeah.
is the solar power is the cut because he has Immigrant City, and so I want to make it a little painful for him to get mayor,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
SP's power is about as good as solar power.
Yeah. No, I agree. I would take solar power.
Alright, my past self took shuttles. I think that's wrong, but my current self with a clearer mind says take the solar power. Artificial lake because it has a point.
So here's what we'll have to decide:
Okay,
is
solar power came back, so never wrong.
take none. Here's what we have to decide: is can we beat him this gen? So we have Thermalist, SP City Convert Mangrove, Birds, SF, which is 3 points from the city, 3 points from the greenery, uh, 3 points from Mangrove, 5 points from Fund. I mean, I think I would go for it. I think it's our best chance. I think I'd buy none here. The only negative is he has no pressure on Mayor. So I hope we don't lose the fund, which might argue to take a science tag in case he funds scientists, but I don't think we risk it.
Yeah, I don't think scientist is realistic. He does get the first move here. There's nothing I can do about it. I did keep none like you suggested. He converts, gets some plants, and funds scientist. So we're kind of locked out of the thermalist idea
Yeah,
now.
I think keeping adaptation tech might have been correct. And the problem
It's
is by
so expensive.
not getting 2 cities down, we didn't give any pressure on Mayor here.
Yeah,
I
but
do
at
think
this
I do.
point, I kind of feel with that fund, I have to take a risk. So I just need to take the cities right now anyway. And that way, well, he could get a SP city and claim because he'll get the 4 cash back and 6 cash back with his city. At least his city will go in a terrible spot, right? There's nowhere good for him to put a city to get points. So it'll be 25 for 5, kind of.
But I would put the city where you get the extra point, not in the center south. Yeah,
Yeah,
there.
next to my city. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So you're gonna go 2 SP cities, and then he's forced to go SP city funds. And then we get the O2 birds, SF, and then we can decide whether to end.
Yeah, exactly. Puts the game in our
Yeah,
hands a little better. So I
I think that's
SPCD
fine.
there. I think that was a mistake for the reasons you pointed out. Should have gone 1 over for an extra point. And I put 1 up there, blocking that off. Then he draws. I was like, really? You're not interested at all in defending Mayor? And then, well, spoilers, after he draws his card and plays Mars U, that's pretty good. Um, then I go ahead and just claim Mayor. And he goes, oh, that was a thing, huh?
That's wild.
Yeah, yeah, it's wild. That was a huge mistake on his part. But now I'm
Yeah.
back in the game, kind of, with that fund.
Can we end? We
Uh,
can.
I can, but am I winning? I'm still down 7 points on him.
Yeah.
So I sell a card just to see what'll happen. He plays Tundra Farming, which, while a terrible card, when you have the full bio package, is much better.
What's the score right now? 76 to 80?
76 to 80. Yep.
So, hang on. So he's scoring 4 points in the end game. We just went ahead and ended right now. and the city was 1 to the left, then we score 4 from the first greenery, 3 from mangrove, and then 2 more in the end game. I think we just win, don't we?
Yeah, I think we do. I go ahead and play insulation just to defend banker, no shenanigans there. And I go ahead and use my heat since no thermalist.
Yeah.
He passes,
Okay.
so yeah, him passing now. I calculate I can convert on there, just see what I get. Bushes is nice, though not very good. Then I can...
We end. Wait, hang on. Go back.
I can't go back, but yeah.
Because mangrove
play
is 3
mangrove.
points.
That's 1, 2,
You go to
3.
82.
Yep.
And then you get 84. He gets
He
84,
gets 84.
but you're beating him, aren't you?
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah. I think you just have end there and you win.
Yeah, I think I did. I think that
Especially
was
if the city is
mistake.
1 to the left, then you win cleanly.
Yep. So, I think that was me not properly calculating, or maybe I missed something. Did he have something that made it not work? Like, was something
No, I don't
flipped?
think so. The Noctis here is the buy.
Yep, Noctis is clear buy here. Deimos is funny. Take a release. Windmills.
Has he ever played Deimos?
He could. But
I might have taken Deimos.
I go ahead and convert, and then the Deimos isn't very good anymore, right?
Oh, you're in first position. Sorry, I can't keep track of this interface as well.
Yeah. So I think
Windmills worth?
keep
I haven't done the math.
Here. Release is kind of interesting too.
I can't tell. I mean, I would do the math if I was sitting in this chair of what I could afford.
Yeah.
Probably convert on card here.
I'll have to go back and check the tape. I didn't think I could end, but maybe I just miscalculated something on it.
Yeah, I think we could have. Maybe I'm.
Yeah, I don't know. I will have to calculate later. But anyway, get that, and greenhouses is a fantastic pickup.
Wow, yeah. Now we... Wow, I'm surprised we don't win from this position. Or do you?
We'll find out.
So let's see, hang on. We'll play this line here.
I played Mangrove on the card. I could have considered SF Memorial first to see if I find something to make Mangrove better.
So the best place for this city is southeast, probably. But I don't know, actually. It might be far south.
I'm not convinced that a city is necessarily the best play here, since I already have Noctis.
Well, with greenhouses, it sure feels like it. Actually, the best city is probably above all the steel.
Yeah, right here
there.
is where I'd put a city if I was going to put a city down.
Can we do it all?
We might. Well, I forget how it all plays out at this point as well. It's been over a month. I play SF Memorial just to see what I find, and Giant Space Mirror is not it.
Feels like we can do it all.
Conference.
SP City, Noctis City versus greenhouses. Not sure if we get released, but I haven't done the plan math, but I think that versus greenhouses is enough. What was this?
I sold
two.
two.
You sold.
Then he plays Predators, which you hate to see. Then eats my birds. So now he's ahead by 2. I go ahead and play Noctis City.
So let's calculate here. So you're on 4. Bushes puts you up to 9. Puts you up to 8. You don't have barrel. 3, 6, cities, 7 with SP City. So if you go SP City bushes, greenhouses, maybe even can afford release and you convert on one plan, you should have 3 greeneries. I think that'll be the best line. And this city costs 21, which leaves you with 16, which is enough for bushes, greenhouses.
He plays ICS. Pretty good score. I do SP greenery to get the steal with the idea of I can pressure miner now that he has used all of his minerals here.
That's 2 points and the city's 3 points.
Right here, you mean?
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually more because I think you're going to now be 1 plant short. My math is right. Or I guess you play release instead of bushes.
Yeah. Then he plays land claim and gets rid of my idea to steal the miner with that.
By the way, the other positive of the city in the south is you threaten taking forest steel in the conversion phase.
Yep, that is true. But also, if he has urbanized, that could be bad, but I'm not sure you could afford it at this point.
I thought you had urbanized. Maybe
I remember seeing urbanized.
I thought we saw it, but maybe I'm wrong.
I go ahead.
Plus, there's already a great urbanized spot right there on the board.
True. I go ahead and play the greenhouses with my cash. I argue that the steel doesn't matter, and holding on to the steel makes the miner fight a little more difficult for him.
So 18, yeah.
Yeah, 18, so I just go ahead and play release. He plays the tardigrades. Gets him a plant for another conversion.
I think we threw a couple points here, though, because the SP city is 3 points, the greenery is 2. Bushes is actually 3 points. Because
I could do the SP city, but then I don't afford the greenhouses and release, right? So I'm losing 2 points.
Not release, but bushes. Bushes is also 2 points. Because here you would have 19 plants, bushes is 4 or more, which puts you to 23. You convert on 1 plant, you're on 24. So you have 3 greeneries.
Yeah, but to get the 1 plant, I have to convert over to the city.
No.
Right?
It's to the left of the city. That's under Noctis.
Yeah, there it is. True.
And that's 1 point. That's 1 point better than what you did.
Yeah, I got too cute with my ideas of taking miner. I did not.
Well, I actually also think it's better for miner because now you have 2 conversions in the end game with the city next to 4th deal. So he has to hold. Well, he in fact did hold enough, but yeah, you force him to hold 5.
It's not enough, right? Then
It's not enough.
At 4. But if I do the greenery here and up here, I'm at 5.
If you had 3 conversions, but you only have 2, right? Well,
I have 2, so I would take the 2 steel and then the 2 steel. That would be 5, and I would tie them on miner. But if I put the city here, I only have 3 conversions, one of which is forced to go here. So then
I think we're not taking miner ever. So I think the southern city, it's just a benefit that we threaten the 4th steel. It's not the plan. It's just a point better than doing what we did here.
True. But I've done all I can do, he's done all he can do, and I just go ahead and convert. And he converts. And it is a narrow victory for me.
Oof. Yeah, so just barely didn't matter. So can we go back to the... I think you could have ended, but maybe I was wrong.
Maybe there's a way. Hold on. Let's see if I can think of how to do it here. It'll take some time. I'll say 300. It's probably around there. But it takes a little bit of time to work its way through.
Kind of surprising that there's no like step back function.
I won't say there's not. I don't know how to use it if there is. I am not a big VGA expert.
So I'll say with confidence that if the city were one to the left, I'm very sure we can end and win. But I think he still could in the position we were in.
Yeah, looking at it, I do tend to agree with you. I'm going to take a look here and see what we see, though. While we're waiting on this, though, I think definitely the city play was a big mistake, as you pointed out. I think my other biggest mistake was just not being willing to commit to the Soletta, and then being too slow on getting the Arctic algae down to miss out on that value. I think those were
Yeah.
both big mistakes.
Yeah. I think getting flooded down Gen 1 and then focusing on Arctic, Convoy, Moss, Gen 2 is stronger than what we did, because you end up with just as much heat from getting a more, another Gen of Soletta.
Alright, man, I got it just about right. Perfect.
Oh, okay, so where are we here? Has he passed yet? Not yet.
He sold a card, so it is our move. And I play the insulation.
Yeah, so now you skip it back to him. I think he passes.
Yep, he passes.
Let's see. Right now it's 76 to 80. We have a conversion, which goes to 79. And then mangrove, which goes to 82. And then we have a conversion, which goes to 84. And he has two
He also
conversions.
gets 84.
Yeah, and he has 10 plus 12 plus 40. So he has 62. And he'll have 64 after the conversion. And then you get 2 back. So you're on 2 plus 23, 25. Yeah, you win. Just actually, yeah. You play mangrove from. You could even play mangrove on the card and see if you find anything. But even without that, if you sell the 2 cards, then you win tiebreak.
Is anything flipped? Scientist is his. Banker is mine. Miner is his. Anything on the scoreboard that would reflect why I'm not doing this at that point? 44 to 40. VPs from cities.
And furthermore, if your city's 1 to the left, then you win cleanly by a point.
Yeah. Yep. No idea why I didn't calculate it beyond just 2-minute timers tend to move things along a little bit.
Yeah. But it's a shame, right? It's like, did you actually take more time thinking than he did? I'm not sure, but you don't get to enjoy any benefit from it when it matters.
Yep. Though I've come to think of it, this is friendly mode, so I think I did have time to think about it. I just chose not to. I don't know. But yeah, I really should have seen the mangrove being enough to win. And I'm just trying to think about why I assumed I did not have it. Because you're right, that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And 2. Yep. So 84.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I'm gonna guess that I missed
Maybe
the
you didn't
point
notice
on
that.
mangrove, or I missed that.
Yeah, it's easy to forget that mangrove's 3 points here. So often it's 2 points, but
Yeah, that's gonna be my excuse. Is that I missed that it was worth 3, and so I thought I was losing by 1 point if I ended here. But no. Well, my quest for the perfect game continues. Still yet to find it. But
this was an interesting one though.
all this was also possible only because he forgot about the mayor right
Yeah,
here.
this was a huge mistake. I wonder though if he takes mayor, if you could still end and win. Because if he takes mayor, well, no, he could still afford mayor, I guess, after scientist, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, he still could afford the mayor after the scientist fund.
And then what did he do after scientist?
We
The
can
tundra
speed read
farming.
here. So this gen he opened with the scientist fund. Then he would just, instead of doing the Mars U and draw, just SP a city and claim, and he would not get tundra farming down, which is a loss of 2 points.
And did he play Mars U here too? So it's 3 points.
Yes,
Could he?
he played the
But
Mars U. He still could have
could
fit the
still
Mars
afford
U
that.
in, though.
Yeah.
I guess he could have just skipped Mars U and instead played tundra farming.
So it's
So it
2
would only be a
points.
loss of 1 point.
But the tundra plants do matter here.
Yeah,
It's a
but
loss of 4
he could
points.
get the tundra down, right? Unless he found it from Mars U. He would just skip the 4 cash on Mars U and play tundra instead, since he's passing with 12.
Well, no, because he'd have to SP City and fund.
I see what you're saying. True.
I'm saying, how many points would he end on? Because I actually thought at the beginning of this gen that we might be able to win, even if he got there.
SP City would get him 1 point here.
Because he had 30 cash, right?
Conversion.
30 cash in Rover, so he needed to get cash back from the city, right? I'm pretty sure he had 30, right? Go down. He played Tundra,
Yeah.
which is 16.
Let's see. He funded. He bought a card from Business Network, so he could have chosen not to do that. So that's 7. That's 23 cash he had available. So he had 35. He did not have to take the cash back to have enough to fund mayor with the city.
Yeah. So then he loses. He gains 1. He loses this. He loses the conversion. So he loses 4.
Yeah.
But he gains 2 and 7. So he loses 4, gains 7. So yeah, you probably. But then you don't play the second SP City.
No, I did, right? I put the pressure on him. I did SP City, SP City.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was at 3, and he just missed that was enough.
Yeah. So yeah, then you probably can end.
Yeah. And I think he just wins based on what we see for the rest of the game here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this was a huge mistake. Interesting game.
Yep, interesting game. So for all of you guys thinking that almost 700 and 700 ELO players don't make mistakes, you are wrong. We definitely do. But we just make them a little less than everyone else. But still 2 huge ones back to back here.
Yeah, no mayor from Telez or DJ or whatever. And then, yeah, sacked, I think, a couple points here. But yeah, I mean, the city one to the left is even more than it seems, because if you go one to the left, then your SP City's on the 2 steel next gen.
Yeah, true. Yeah, putting the pressure on Miner, definitely viable there. Though I think he would just spin less minerals. I think he assumed I had no way of getting
Yeah.
the
I don't
minerals in
think
my
you
hand.
ever win. I don't think you ever win Miner, but at least you can put pressure on it, and then you can use the steel on greenhouses if you want to.
But
But
thanks for the
yeah,
commentary on the game, and
yeah.
we'll end
Uh,
with that and see you guys next time.